Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, and as promised, this is part 2 of the recent multiple run Slay the Spire episode. As you can see, there's a continue screen. This will be Act 2 continuing where we left it last time. Obviously, as said before, the next few episodes on this channel will be done in the 1 hour PS4 clip format, so if we do hit that time limit before any particular run's done, it will be paused, saved, and then a part 3 will happen. If we finish cleanly before the hour, that will be the end of the part and the end of those parts together as a piece, and they'll be renamed in the future. So it will make sense when you watch them, I promise, guys. So this is part 2 anyway. We're beginning at Act 2. If I remember right, yeah, there we go, it's the defect. Now, when we left, I believe, did I pick the house or the leash? I may have picked the house, but I cannot remember, because I like to try and keep the same. I think I did pick the house. I'm gonna pick the Slaver's collar this time. If I did pick the house in part 1, I do apologise. I'll remember better for next time. So as said, and you'll see we're beginning exactly where we left off with the beginning of Act 2. So let's just go through the possible run, starting off either on the left or the right. I do want to stop at least one store, and if I ended up with the meal ticket, that would give me extra health at every store, but that is a relic after all. So the way I play, I'd probably need a lot of healing, because sometimes I get lucky, sometimes I don't. I do want one store, but there's the one store up there with so many cards. Yeah, I'm gonna be brave this time and just go for the side with all the enemies. Okay then, again, if you see a glitch like this where it keeps moving left to right, that's an analog stick issue. So thank you for your patience regarding that. So my idea, as you may have seen in part 1, is stack orb abilities and then just get blocked whenever it comes along. And of course, do multiple orbs as quick as possible. Bear with me a second, I'm just checking the available time we have. So if I call that, this is me thinking out loud, apologies guys. Okay, cool. This should really show you a timer on the PlayStation, but they don't. Unless you're doing what they call it, peer-to-peer sharing, share party sharing, give you a timer then. So as said before guys, if you prefer this shorter 1 hour or below comment, do leave a comment and let me know this, because I'm happy to do it for short form games such as this. But obviously if it was for bigger games like Batman, I could still do it, but it's just I like chatting to you guys while I do it for bigger games such as Batman, etc. I could. Oh, come on, analog sticks, stay still. Really? Bear with me a second, guys. Do apologise. To kind of grind out the sensor. Right, so originally I was going to go left and then all the way up, but I could go right, still use the store, still turn left and still get the elite. So I'm going to do that instead. So yeah, I'll be taking the damage here, of course. As said before, even if you know a lot about the game, I will be commentating what I'm doing as if any person who watches may be new. So either you already know or you learned something you didn't know before. That's my intention anyway. For example, my personal thing is if you have a potion, usually it would be save the potion for the big boss. That makes sense. But what I've been doing, depending what the potion is just using it, especially in Act 2 onwards, just using it in the battle. Oh, okay, I've run out of energy. And I need energy cards in the future at some point, assuming I survive. Because I'm not getting a lot of defense cards here. So this might have ended up bad. It's a good job we've got an hour. Well, an hour almost, of course. I mean, yeah, I survived, but see, the idea was go another 2 fights and then, well, I have to anyway to get there. I could just, yeah, why not? Because I do like the randoms. So I'm gonna go to the store first. Let's just check the deck with R1 for those who aren't familiar with how to check that. I'm sure you are, but again, this is just for everybody. I don't assume you know or you don't know. I'm not that sort of person. Although I do like the cables instead, so I'm gonna go cables instead, and that wipes that whole bit of conversation. Oh no, I don't want that car. Oh, I pressed the wrong button now. Alright. So.
Move that, Ken. I've got to put the perfume.
Yep. There you go. Okay, as you can see I'm lost there guys. So this will still be classed as part 2 because it is part 2 of multiple runs. 39, so yeah, so just to make sure I hit under the hour, this will be about a half an hour more, because I like to be definitely under the hour so there's no issue with the PlayStation transferring the file. Yeah, so next run guys, we'll go one more with the defect. Okay, another. I don't read the wiki or anything, but for me personally, I'm gonna call that big fella the giant whale maw or the giant maw, because one of the relics is called a maw that looks identical to that whale. So I'm gonna call him the giant maw. I'll do this one so I can cut to the right and head to the flaming elite. So let's see what bonus I get. I'll go for the common relic rather. Apologies for the croakiness in my voice. I have weird sleeping hours and I haven't been up for more than an hour. Because I like to be awake while different time zones are hitting their peak. So here we go. Shops aren't overly important, as you guys may remember. The first fight, so I just very simply focus more on blocking all of the incoming damage to keep me stronger for the future fights. So even though that's only 6 damage, I'm gonna defend 10 to make sure I don't take any damage. Because the good thing with the defect, as you guys know, is depending on your orb, you're guaranteed a minimum damage of 3. And yeah, so that really helps. I'm gonna go focus straight away and hope to pick up some frost-based things in a future store. Oh, hello. This isn't great, but I'm still gonna give up a card. I'll give up a strike because I believe in my. I won't get nothing for it. It's like a free removal. Excuse my pronunciation. Oh no! What have I done? I've completely skipped the flaming thing. I can make up for it in a relic room if I really want to. There's ways to make up for it. As you can see, there's a 3-piece amulet in the top left. If you get all 3 pieces, you want to lock Act 4, which is the true ending or the real ending to the game, whatever you want to call it. But I'm not sure if an ordinary win on A1, because this is Ascension 1, would count even if you don't beat the Act 4 ending, but we'll see, I guess, if I get lucky enough to get up there. Yeah, dual cast and then block. I don't need to now, good. I personally love the white noise card. It's like getting free power for the cost of one. I should have done 2 block instead of 1, but I wanted the focus, so yep, took a bit of damage there. Use the 3 that not attacking whatsoever, so meaning the enemy, because you can see the shield. Give him an extra elbow and he gets hit with the orb. Snake Eye is annoying, but it's fun, so I'll use that in the next battle. That card's great, unfortunately can't afford it. Okay, let's have a look. I might just get rid of another punch, because block is always important if you're using orbs. Yeah, why not? Any ice space cards? No. Although that could be interesting if I'm running out of energy. Let's go with that for extra turns for now. Because you never know when you might need an extra point to throw down a block card or something. And as I said, this will get you a key if you've missed, but I do want to upgrade the Zap card. So after this episode is done, just to let you guys know, there will be a lot more episodes filmed today. I say filmed, let's reword that. They're always live, uploaded today. But the order you see them will be dependent on YouTube, but I will be uploading them in order. So you won't miss anything and it'll all be in order. The point is there'll be a lot of Spire, but because they are smaller episodes, I think you'll kinda like them, guys. See, and that's why the oh, I don't need that right now because I don't have the turns to take advantage of it. Yeah, basically that's why having the extra turns are good in the early level, in my opinion. As I have limited cards to try and defend myself, I had to go on full attack, but unfortunately took both of them full brunt. So 1 and 2 and 3. Don't need to use the void, which is good. Because personally I love the void, but if you use it too much in one battle, you can clog up your hands with the unremovable void cards. This time I will heal. More high level players will literally never heal until they hit like 10 or 15 health, but I'm not that good in that regard. I mean, I'm good enough to get far in the game, you know, but apart from that, I do get caught out a lot. So this is how you can pick any key pieces you miss out on. You can give up a relic and get the key piece instead, but I'm going to take the relic. Actually, if I take that, I know I can't buy anything, but I'll look at it anyway. The reason I took it is because then I can go straight to the fire and upgrade another card. What's the upgrade for this? Oh yes. What? Channeling or puts it in the. I know what this does, but I'm reading it out loud to refresh myself and let you guys know. When you channel an orb, channeling an orb puts it into the first empty slot. If you have no empty slots, the very first one, which is on the right of course, will be automatically evoked, used up to make room. Dark is increases damage every turn, and when it evokes it deals the damage to the enemy with the least HP. That's why Dark is almost my favourite, because sometimes it's very hard to trigger it. You can build it up and build it up and build it up, but because it's not on the furthest right hand side, you can't trigger it for a long time. Me personally, is the further you get up the levels, regardless of what level it is, then this is where you use Snake Eye, because I've got 5 turns. There's a ton of cards and 5 turns. I did hope a few more would be 0 though, but how much damage is that? 24. Interesting. Always go for the lowest first. Oh, you can be hit with 24. Boom, fight over. There you go. Oh, hail Snake Eyes. You saw there, I picked, I'm gonna rename it for expediency. Actually no, I don't, I can just show you. I picked this because it gives you a frost, which is basically a defense orb. You get automatic shield, so that's why I picked that up, guys. Perfect example here. This fight always annoys me, but whenever I play the defect, which of course is this character, I don't worry as much, because I'm definitely gonna get hit for damage. But I did do the storm card. So because I've still got the storm card, I'm gonna burn my turns on a big hit on the guy at the front. Take the damage. It does still come off the life, but in return they get hit with lightning damage. Now I can do all 3 and I'll have full defense for this turn. Excuse me. Yeah, so as I said before, if you did miss the channel news video, the next bunch of content from this channel will be in this format, so you should actually see it properly in your channel subscription reminders, because sometimes anything done live doesn't fully do that each time. As you can see there, the dark orbs are charging, but they're not being used because they're not being replaced. But now when I get hit, it'll be automatically replaced by it. And there you go, hits. whenever you play a power card, heal 2, brilliant, because this character's all about power. So I'll be taking another power card just to help that along. Brilliant. Any more frost-based cards? I will take the block though, because I'm gonna get rid of some of the 5s soon. Take another focus, why not? I know it's a reasonable amount, but it's a source of healing, and also makes the orbs more deadly. So let's see what time we're at, guys. Depending how long this battle is, I might do what I did before and stop at the end of this act and return back with you guys at the beginning of Act 2, because that seems to be a nice bite-sized chunk of video to watch. And what I'm going to do is excuse me. Like I say, excuse the voice, not been up very long. I'm just going to use all the potions. Oh, I love that card. Every card is upgraded for the entirety of combat now. Oh no, I forgot I had an extra turn, so... But the defense was good, very good. And if you see, every time I boost focus, I get a health boost. Which helps the issue of me not having a lot of health all the time. So the boss is now in defense hide mode. But just to show you, come on game, you can do better than that. There we go, see, he's still aggressive, but if you hit him you get 5. Is it 5? It used to be, oh it's 3, sorry, I was going to say it used to be 3. You get 3 damage back. So what I'm going to do is, I don't need the extra turn, I don't think. Again, power card gives healing. Great stuff. Luckily, orb attacks don't really trigger the damage like the ordinary orbs do. Let's see. More block. Yeah, definitely more block. And as you can see, thanks to all the focus, the frost orbs are doing great now. And if I double, that's 16 damage in one press. But you do lose the orb, of course. I appreciate that's overkill, but if you use the card, it'll be recycled back into the shuffle. Ooh, should I use frost instead of singular block? Well, yeah, this is what I really like, using the dear me, excuse me, this is why I like using the defect. My former favourite was the silent, and still is, as long as you can get a lot of poison. But in general, I think the defect is my favourite. Until PS4 get access to the newest character, the Hermit, which looks very cool and could take a lot of getting used to. Oh, there we go. Cool, got him. I thought I was rotating orbs and forgot I had the dark there still. So let's see what I've got already. Yep, definitely for me, either this one, although I do have a lot of power cards now, so we'll go this one. I'll go this one because in Act 2 there's a lot of multiple people and fights. Right, so we're going to remember this for the beginning of the next episode when it tells me to pick again. I'm going to pick the bow. In fact, can I save here before? I can actually. Well, this is where I'll save, guys. And the next part will be labelled part 3 because we'll be coming directly back. In real time for me that'll be about 2 hours, and for you guys just keep an eye on your subscriptions. This has been KHG. You guys are great as always. Hope you see this soon. Hope you enjoy, and leave a comment, and if you haven't already, do subscribe. See you soon, guys.